Welcome. Welcome to today's webinar about LS Retail's intelligent cloud solutions and how this can help you to take your data to the next level. My name is Martin Kleindl. I'm a product director at LS Retail and I'm responsible for LS Fashion and the intelligent cloud products. In this webinar, I will present our product portfolio, the benefits you can gain from this, how to get started, and what future improvements you can expect from us in the coming months. At LS Retail, we develop unified software solutions for retail and hospitality. We have been in this business for over 3 decades, constantly moving at the speed of change. Our solutions span across multiple industries. We cover fashion, restaurants, grocery, quick service restaurants, pharmacy, electronics, and many more. As of today, more than 5,000 retailers in more than 140 countries use our solution and operate more than 78,000 stores, restaurants, and gas stations. Our unified commerce system combines e-commerce, mobile commerce, inventory management, CRM, point of sales, and much more. In short, all the capabilities you, as a retailer, need in just one platform. With a unified commerce system, you can put the customer experience in the center and have all your data in one place. And why is this so important? Let's imagine you are driving on a road. It's a road you know very well, and you are quite confident to reach your destination on time and safely. And let's imagine that at this time a fog crawls in. The sight is becoming a little bit unclear, but you know this road very well, and you are still confident about getting to your destination on time. But then it starts raining, and you discover that your wipers don't work anymore. So now visibility is getting really bad, and you start to get a little bit worried. And then, to make this even worse, night falls. So now you are getting really concerned and worried if you will reach your destination on time. Navigating a company without data insights is like driving without headlights, without wipers, or a GPS. Your data is one of the most important assets of your retail business, and it is becoming increasingly important that we transfer it into insights and processes that deliver true value and to reach your goals and to get you to your destination. To achieve this, we have infused our unified commerce solution with intelligence. So here they are, our 3 members of the Intelligent Cloud Suite. LS Insight, our data hub and analysis platform. LS Recommend, our basket analysis and recommendation engine. And LS Forecast, our demand forecasting solution. Let's have a closer look. LS Insight, to access actionable reports and to take better business decisions. LS Insight is 2 products in one. First, it is a data hub. In other words, it is a data warehouse built on Azure SQL or SQL Server. LS Insight periodically uploads data from LS Central in an incremental way and uses ETL processes and pipelines to prepare this data. The data is stored in a dimensional star schema model, making it easy for other apps to access and consume the data from LS Insight. It is also easy to extend it with other data sources. So, if you want to add data from a third-party CRM system, for example, you can extend the data model and integrate this data. LS Insight Data Hub is the fundament, the platform for your analysis and reporting needs. You can use Power BI, Excel, ClickView, or any other reporting tool to access this data. Business Central and LS Central can be run on premises and in the cloud. And therefore, we also have different deployment options for LS Insight. The first option is to run LS Central on-premise and LS Insight in the cloud. Here we use Azure Data Factory pipelines to transfer the data to the cloud. The Azure Data Factory pipelines read data from LS Central's database tables in a scheduled way and write into the LS Insight database. This option is available and has been for a while. For LS Central in cloud, we need a different approach because Azure Data Factory cannot read from LS Central's database tables directly. For this option, we use Data Director with web services, which handles the data transfer. To operate this, a VM or existing environment is needed to operate the Data Director. This option is currently in testing phase and will be released later this year. We got requests from existing customers for this option, to run LS Insight Data Hub on premises on their own servers. This option is currently in development and we are confident to release this later this year too. Azure Data Factory is used to handle the transport of the data between LS Central and LS Insight. For the last option, LS Central in cloud and LS Insight on premises, we are currently evaluating the demand, since we see this as an uncommon setup. Please reach out to us if you are a LS retail customer or partner and are interested in this option. So, however your application landscape looks like, we will provide you the tools to utilize LS Insight Data Hub. And with the data in place, you can build your reporting strategy on top of that. I mentioned before that LS Insight is two products in one. The second product is LS Insight Analytics, which is a set of Power BI-based reports and dashboards built on top of the data from LS Insight Data Hub. Currently, we have reports focusing on sales and inventory for retailers, and we will add more reports and themes to the stack. We know that every retailer, every company has their very own reporting approach. So our reports are fully operational templates that are easy to adapt and extend. You can use these as foundation to add new reports by either reusing the existing ones or building new ones from scratch. As reporting tool, we have chosen Microsoft Power BI, and the analysts prove us right. Gartner has rated Microsoft as a leader in analytics and business intelligence platforms in their February 2020 report. Their Magic Quadrant focuses on the ability to execute and the completeness of the vision. Microsoft excels in both aspects and appears in the upper right quadrant, leaving the competition behind. Forrester classified vendors for business intelligence platforms based on the current offering and their strategy. In their report from Q3 2019, Microsoft can be found in the upper right corner, entitled as a leader. According to Forrester report, you no longer need to be shy about Microsoft Power BI. It's a killer BI platform. And this can be also seen in the usage statistics. Power BI sees the 5th year with triple-digit growth, and more than 150,000 organizations are using it actively. And Power BI is also extremely strong on mobile, where it is the world's most widely used product. Microsoft puts a lot of effort into developing this further, and you can see the very good reviews on the Apple App Store and Google Play. All in all, Power BI has 50 times more reviews than the other mobile BI vendors together. Based on these reviews and the numbers, this is the perfect choice for our reporting platform. So let me show you some samples of LS Insight Analytics reports. Let's start with this net sales and margin report, which gives you an excellent overview on those KPIs and also the period over period growth information. The store growth report allows you to dig into details on your store data. It helps you to understand and compare key store KPIs like net sales, margin, net sales per staff, and transaction. No reporting is complete without a store performance reporting by the hour. This helps you to understand on which weekdays and at which hours we see the most traffic in the stores and make the most revenue. It is very useful to understand staffing needs, but also when to place offers with happy hour based timing. The discount and promotion report gives you a deep insight on the effects and outcomes of these activities. Promotions can be viewed for different stores and categories and reveal the sales amount and margins achieved. The inventory in stores report allows you to compare the current stock situation between the stores and also to dig into details to understand how the stock is distributed between categories and has changed over time. The member analysis report gives you important information from your customer loyalty programs. Understand the effect of the programs and how these contribute to the overall success. You can easily get details about your customers, like in this example, how sales is distributed between age, gender, and other attributes. So these have been some examples of the reports we have in LS Insight Analytics, and there are more. But I haven't mentioned the best thing with LS Insight yet. LS Insight is for free. Yes, you have heard correctly. It is for free. You get LS Insight Data Hub plus the LS Insight Analytics reports for free, because we at LS Retail believe that every retailer deserves an excellent reporting tool. You, for your part, will take the cost for hosting and operating it. We did a small calculation to give you a feeling on that cost. These numbers are based on prices dating from June 2020. You can find a link to the pricing calculator on the bottom of this slide. If you run LS Insight in the cloud, we need an Azure SQL database. A single database with 250 gigabytes of storage ranges around $73. Then we need the Azure Data Factory to run the pipelines to upload the data. And for Power BI, I have selected a Power BI Pro license, which costs $10 per user. Of course, you would add here as many users as you need. In total, this is $112 per month, which is an excellent offering, in my opinion. If you decide to run LS Insight on premises and host it on one of your existing servers, we can take out the Azure SQL database. We still need the Azure Data Factory to run the pipelines, and the Power BI license also stays the same. This would bring us down to $39 per month. So, let me wrap this up for you. These are the benefits you get. One data platform for all your reporting needs with excellent mobile devices support. It's easy to extend with other data sources, and it also integrates very well with other Microsoft solutions. Run it on premise or in the cloud, whatever suits you best. It's easy to get started. Data Hub and Analytics are for free, and you get the Power BI reports to start with. But of course, if you prefer a different reporting tool than Power BI, just use that one and connect it with LS Insight Data Hub. How to get started? Try it out by using the request form on the provided web page. You will get the product files and an onboarding description. Just follow that and you are ready to unleash the power of your data. There is documentation available on LS Retail's online help, and for Power BI readiness, you can find documentation and training courses under the provided links. Now, let's have a look at the second member of the Intelligent Cloud Solutions family, LS Recommend. LS Recommend helps you to know what your customers want before they do through machine learning. LS Recommend is a cloud-based basket analysis and product recommendation engine for LS Central. Sales history data is uploaded from LS Central to LS Recommend, where the dependencies between items with other items are analyzed and calculated. The service uses Microsoft Cortana Intelligence Technologies, a suite of advanced analytics and artificial intelligence solutions from Microsoft. As output, you get targeted, personalized, and meaningful suggestions based on your customer's shopping history and preferences. This leads to optimized upselling and cross-selling, where you can push specific products to customers. LS Recommend is a pure SaaS solution, which is hosted by LS Retail for you in the cloud. No additional hardware is needed for that. LS Recommend delivers predictive analytics to all your touchpoints. This can be customer-facing, like e-commerce, using our Omni service, or staff-facing platform, which are the mobile and the stationary POS. LS Recommend considers the sales history for defined products, customers' previous purchases, and the items you have currently in the basket. Let's have a look. Here we see the LS Central POS running on one of the predefined layouts. In the journal part to the left, you can see that we have not registered an item yet. So let's begin with that. I have scanned the item Jeans Linderline, which appears in the journal. To activate the recommendation, you can either press a button to trigger this manually or link it to a function like the total button. Let's trigger the recommendation manually. The POS is now contacting the LS Recommend service and requests recommendations for our previously scanned item. The result is shown in the window in the middle of the screen. Currently, I'm selling to an anonymous customer, so the recommendation is purely item-based. If the customer had shown me his loyalty card before, the recommendation would also consider his personal history of sales and preferences. Since the customer liked our proposal, we have added the t-shirt to the basket. As a result, the retailer sees an increase in sales, and the customer is happy with the customer service and the meaningful recommendation. The current version of LS Recommend supports the communication between LS Central on-premise and LS Recommend via web services only. LS Retail is currently streamlining this architecture, and we will come out soon with a version 2 of LS Recommend. Version 2 will allow you to use LS Recommend with LS Retail being on-premise or in the cloud by using LS Insight Data Hub. The sales data will be uploaded to LS Insight via Azure Data Factory, where LS Recommend can access it. The recommendation queries from the POS will still use web services. For LS Central in the cloud, the data will be uploaded via Data Director with web services. You have seen this concept already in the previous slides when I talked about LS Insight Data Hub. Our approach is to have all the relevant data in the hub from where the various intelligent cloud solutions can easily access it. So, let's wrap this up. What are the benefits for you? As a consumer, you get a personalized shopping experience with enhanced product discovery and findability. For the retailer, it enables the staff to provide better service and meaningful conversation with consumers. You get a new way to promote items and to know your customers better, which will lead to an increase in sales and margin. And it comes with a low entry risk, since you do not need to invest in hardware or need to hire data scientists. So how to get started? Reach out to LS Retail, either to the partner operations team or the responsible sales manager in your region, and subscribe for the LS Recommend service. We will then spin up the cloud environment for you and provide the access information. LS Recommend is available for LSNAV 2015 onwards. For latest LS Central Cloud versions, I suggest to wait for version 2. You will need to do a base setup, define the items in scope, upload the sales history, and there you are, ready to get meaningful recommendations. It's really that easy. And now let's have a look at the third member in the Intelligent Cloud Solutions family, LS Forecast. LS Forecast helps you to increase availability and sales with advanced sales demand forecasts. LS Forecast is a sales demand forecasting engine, a pure SaaS solution which runs in the cloud and is hosted by LS Retail for you. It considers sales history, out of stock days, and sales history adjustments to calculate meaningful forecasts. The adjustments are relevant when you want to simulate a sales history for new items in stores that do not have a sales history yet, or if you want to correct a biased sales history. LS Forecast measures the forecast quality for every single forecast and categorizes this into good, medium, and poor forecasts, allowing you to easily detect items where fine-tuning is needed. It selects the best fit forecast model for you automatically. LS Forecast considers these forecast model families: additive blended, multiplicative blended, ARIMA, and seasonal ARIMA. ARIMA stands for Autoregressive Integrated Moving Average and is one of the most advanced methods available to calculate time series. To detect the best model, LS Forecast takes 80% of the sales history and calculates a sales forecast for the remaining 20%. Then it compares the calculated forecast with the actual sales data, which gives an information how well the model explains the real data. This is done for all models, and the one that gives the best result is selected automatically. Alternatively, you can specify the model in LS Central manually. When LS Forecast has finished the calculation, the result is downloaded to LS Central where we can view the forecast in a new sales chart. This is an interactive page that shows you historical sales data combined with forecast data. The green bars represent the sold quantities, while the three lines in the right show the forecast and the upper and lower bands. In this chart we can see an item that has a slight trend, and furthermore there is a peak on Saturday and zero sales on Sunday because the stores are closed. The forecast lines show how nicely LS Forecast captures this sales behavior in the calculation. We also see that the three lines are very close to each other, meaning that the forecast is very trustworthy. In this example, we see a sales history that immediately stops at a certain point. The reason in that case is an out-of-stock situation, which is indicated with the yellow triangles. The reason could be a delayed delivery from our vendor. In the forecast calculation, it makes a huge difference if we count these zero sales days as extra zero quantities or not. Because if we would have had items in stock, we probably would have sold something, right? So it is key to know if this was related to an out-of-stock situation or not. In our case, this is the reason, and therefore LS Forecast interpolates the missing days, something we can see in the forecast lines to the right. LS Forecast is a turnkey solution that seamlessly integrates with replenishment. The replenishment suite is a set of features which are fully embedded in LS Central and support the purchase and store supply departments to have the right items in the right quantity at the right time in the stores and in the warehouses. Demand forecasting is an integral part in replenishment, and LS Forecast helps you to get more accurate forecasts here. LS Forecast follows the same architecture as LS Recommend in version 2, supporting LS Central on-premise and in the cloud by using the LS Insight Data Hub. The relevant data is uploaded to LS Insight via Azure Data Factory, where LS Forecast can access it. The calculated forecasts are downloaded using web services. For LS Central in the cloud, the data will be uploaded via Data Directive with web services. This is again the same concept to have all the relevant data in the hub, where the various intelligent cloud solutions can access it easily. So, what are the benefits for you? On operational improvements, LS Forecast helps you to get more accurate forecasts by using advanced methods. This leads to increased availability and sales, while reducing costly out-of-stock situations. The new sales chart gives you a better view on your data than before. And this all comes with a low entry risk. No hardware investment due to SaaS approach. No data scientists needed due to a turnkey, easy-to-use solution. Start with a few items and add more on the go. And how to get started? Reach out to LS Retail, either the partner operations team or the responsible sales manager in your region, and subscribe to the LS Forecast service. We spin up the cloud environment and provide you the access information to that. LS Forecast is available for LS Central 14.03, which is the latest CAL-based version, and for version 16 and onwards. You need to do a base and replenishment setup, define the items in scope, upload the sales history, and there you are, ready to get meaningful demand forecasts. It's really that easy. LS Retail provides trainings for partners via LS Academy, and there is more information accessible under the provided links. So let's have a look at the big picture. LS Insight will be the one and unified platform to hold all your data for reporting, analysis, and intelligent cloud products. The current and future intelligent cloud apps will follow this architecture. Our roadmap for LS Insight includes adaptations to our reports to incorporate latest Power BI improvements from Microsoft. We will enhance reports and add more to the stack, and we will also introduce new dimensions and metrics for reporting to make the solution even more complete. Our work for LS Recommend is focused on version 2, which will bring the integration to the LS Insight Data Hub and therefore enable LS Central in the cloud. The result from the basket analysis calculation will be provided back to LS Insight, where we will build reports on top of this data. And this will give you totally new insights into your sales data. The development teams are currently working on group-based forecasts for LS Forecast. As of today, a forecast is always on item, variant, and location level. This new feature will enable you to calculate also on aggregated levels. Internal and external events will enrich the forecast calculation with the new parameters like, for example, weather data. And finally, the integration of forecast data with our retail budgets, which will bring the budgeting to a new level. Plus, but this is for another webinar, we plan to add more members to the Intelligent Cloud family. I am sure that I don't tell too much if I mention price elasticity, customer churn, or Internet of Things integration as potential candidates. So, please stay tuned for more. Let's come back to our car with the broken wipers. We want to make sure that even in the darkest hour, you can run your company driven by data and insights to enable you a safe and successful journey to whatever target you want to reach. Thank you very much.